So welcome to the Good Ride, where Peter and I
Get back
wear
to
tight clothing.
Yep.
And get back to our roots of surfing.
If you thought that you just weren't getting enough of our body outlines before in our reviews, well, here you go. We've specially designed this part of the website for you.
We're a before and after with no after. And this is the O'Neill 3mm Psychotech glove, I believe. Yep, Psychotech 3mm, and it is like one of the best fitting. I just love how O'Neill fits my body type.
All the way down to my fingertips.
You know, their large shorts fit me almost perfect. These size medium gloves just fit my hand perfectly. I have a medium length and just a medium bordering on large width, and this fits the width of my hand really well. It was a little tight at first, but once you break in this seam right here, they just come on and off really well, and I'll show you. Very easy on, and a really nice, tight, shall we say, is the proper wording, dexterous fit?
It's a sultry, sexy,
Dexterous
fit.
And it just integrates, of course, well with my O'Neill wetsuit, my Mutant 4535, but it also really integrates well with any other wetsuit. It has a little bit of a high, sleeve, so it doesn't get up and down in there. I mean, it gets up in there well and doesn't, like, if this comes out or you roll this up, you might not get water down in it.
Oh yeah.
And durability, so far so good.
It's a hell of a lot better than the Rip Curl.
Yeah, I thought this would be a little rough. And it's funny, we are at the Bend River Wave, so when we're surfing, we, because we're not good enough to acid drop in to the river wave, we just stand on the wall and push off. So that wall, that's another story. We stand and push off, and that concrete wall can wreak havoc on gloves. Like some gloves, they're done in like 3 weeks. I have holes in them everywhere. I'm getting out the repair glue.
I honestly
really
don't think that that's as much like roughness as what goes through when you're out in the water, always gripping your board and like duck diving. I can imagine duck diving.
I think those gloves could grip that like a nice soft board all day, but putting your hands on rocks while you're going out and all that jaggedness, that concrete that we're on out on that wall is very porous and has some little spots that I can sometimes as I push off, I just feel it tearing. But I will say we have to be a little forgiving of that because we're touching that wall so much. But these are not breaking on me. They're still holding up well. And
I have no forgiveness in my heart.
And they're super warm. I mean, I'm in a 4.5 by 3.5. It's 51 degree water. This is not like typical surfing where you're immersed the whole time, but these gloves are maybe not the Excel gloves I had were a little warmer, but I love this rubber on the outside. I can feel some seepage on this side because the underneath the silicone, the material is a little more porous, it feels like, and lets in a little more water. But I have gotten to the point where I've sweated so much, I started using the 1.5s on the warmer days because these are just too warm, it feels like, for me. So if you're out in some pretty cold water, I would say bump it up a bit, because you're surfing, you're immersed the whole time. You need more warmth than we do, but these are super warm gloves.
These are super warm gloves.
Durable
if
gloves.
I was picking one glove of all of the gloves for myself, these O'Neill gloves would be it. And then this O'Neill wetsuit.
Yes. And
then some O'Neill booties.
The one thing durability-wise is just this stuff always comes off.
It eventually flakes off, yeah.
It's
and
always
it's probably
done
just
that.
made out of plastic. And
Yeah.
Probably just pollutes the environment. Thanks, O'Neill. Yep, I can see it flaking
And
off.
here's the inside. just kind of like, it looks fleecy, but it's not. It's very smooth material. And yeah, so there's my take. Anything else you want to say, good Peter?
Just, you know, stay classy, San Diego.